G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft. This is game number 4 in the WCS Season 2 Korean semi-finals, where we have Bomber as the blue Terran in the top right hand corner and Rain as the red Protoss in the bottom left hand corner. The map is Star Station, graveyard of many a Protoss player over the years. Just absolutely favours Terran drops, and a lot of the tactics that Terran employ on this map are able to cripple the Protoss' ability to take a third base safely. So we have Bombers actually down 2-1 at this point in the series, so excellent map opportunity for him to try and make a comeback here. So we had great first couple of games in the series. What did you guys think of them at home? Let us know down below. How did you like it? Do you think Bomber made the right choice in attempting to go mech, or do you think that played into Rain's hands a little bit? Saw a great game number 3. Both players highly aggressive. One of the first players able to break through Bomber's early aggression and mount a successful offensive that early in the game. So excellent effort from Rain, proving that he can in fact go toe-to-toe with Bomber's aggression when need be. So let's see how he chooses to play this map out. Can he do the same thing on a map of this size? I don't know. A well-timed counter-attack could in fact be key to a victory here for Rain. We see that Bomber quite often streams his reinforcements across the map, and it allowed last game for Rain to slip in with a few Stalkers and Zealots that were warped in just to do massive damage on his natural expansion. Have a probe streaking into the main base here, trying to mine a few minerals, steal those from Bomber, and get a bit of a scout off, hopefully make it back to his base before this Marine can do minigun justice on the probe's face. Poor probe there, deciding that discretion's the better part of valor. He's going to take his minerals and run. Knows that the natural expansion's now going down for Bomber. If we swap to Rain's vision, yep, he saw it go down. We can see an SCV down here for Bomber, likewise. Probably going to make a bit of a pest of himself here. Just dancing back and forward where Rain's trying to drop that Nexus. Zealot, of course, going to take over the SCV extermination duty. I'm just going to play cross-country games. Unfortunately for the Zealot, the SCV's move speed is quite a good deal faster, 2.81 to the Zealot's move speed of 2.25, so able to get away for now. Of course, Zealot legs would equalise that in the Zealot's favour quite considerably, being able to charge on and hack him down. Ooh, we have Bomber being sneaky, a ninja third base down in the bottom right hand corner, very cheeky. We'll see if Rain gets any idea that this is there and scouts out and finds that base. Bunker coming down at the natural, orbital command on the way. So Bomber playing his traditionally greedy style, but choosing to hide his third down in the bottom instead of taking the safer base at his expansion here. Rain, not to be out ninjaed, is sneaking a Twilight Council off in the top left hand corner of the map. Will this be for Dark Templars? When you see a proxy proxied Twilight Council, it's very likely to be followed up with a proxy Dark Shrines. Not much reason to risk building this building out here if you're not going to follow it up with a Dark Shrine. We see the minerals and gas almost there for Rain, and yep, indeed, Dark Shrine being dropped down now. Both players' production tab looking pretty healthy. Let's see a few Marines on the way for Bomber. Tech Lab coming now for Stimpack. You can see these Zealots just poking away at the front, just getting an idea for what's going on. Rain has no idea this base is here, and now mules are going to be safely dropped at this location. If you're wondering why Bomber's doing this, it's because if he can mine out this base, it's one less base on the Protoss side of the map. It's likewise minerals that he doesn't have to mine out of his own natural and main base, so he'll have minerals in those safe locations for a good deal longer. Because he can safely harvest, 8,000 minerals out of these patches, or probably closer to 10 or 12 out of those patches, without having to take it out of here. So playing a bit safer, knowing that he is down in this series. Good to see him adapting, and we'll see if he's able to mix it up successfully, or whether this will indeed lead to trouble for him later on. Marine firing squad able to bring down that zealot in a convincingly one-sided fashion. His life was given for ire, probably a little needlessly, unfortunately. Alright, Dark Templar on the way now. Up into the warp prison. If he drops one of these in the main and sends one at the natural, he'll maximise the damage he's able to cause this. See, no missile turrets on the way yet, and no energy for scan. Bomber, having dropped all those mules down at the expansion, is going to be quite exposed to this. We see the workers starting to die, 5 down in the main. See him trying to get missile turrets down in his expansion, but losing workers there too. Trying to guard this missile turret as best he can, forced to drop a scan in the main. Can the Dark Templar get out? He narrowly survives with 5 health. That's gonna cost Bomber significantly. Missile turret now up at the natural and up at the main, so that should slow down this harass. But these Dark Templars just going to town on these units that are outside of missile turret range. 14 kills on one Dark Templar, 14 on the other. These Dark Templar are just being so cost efficient for Bomber. Marines and Marauders able to take out the first Dark Templar. Where is the second one? Hacking away at this supply depot. Forcing these scans is an expensive exercise for Bomber. He'd much rather be dropping base. Oh, and he found the base. Sorry, we missed that. Base was found and forced to lift off, and forced it back to this third base location. So interesting turn of events there. Rain obviously able to pick up that something was off, scouted out, found and dropped a pylon by that base, so he'll be aware if anything sneaky goes on. See the workers killed tab significantly favouring Rain here. And you see the income to match is likewise favouring our Protoss, who is still only on 2 bases. So bad news for Bomber so far in game number 3. Finally able to clean up those Dark Templar, but as we can see, this game not able to afford Marauder slow yet. Stalker almost able to make it away. Bomber loads up a big drop. I think he knows he's behind in this game, has to do something to equalise it. Moving out to put pressure on this third base. What do we see from Rain? See a few Immortals out. These will be helpful against those Marauders, but we see more warp-ins in the main base. Dark Templars and Zealots being warped in from this location. Big Doom drop moving out from Bomber. How will this go? The Zealots just doing massive damage. If we check out the units lost tab, can in fact see that favouring our Protoss players significantly. 2,500 to 1,200. Big Doom drop moving out at the base. Can they cut off these pylons and stop any warp-in of any reinforcements? Photon overcharge on the Nexus. Marines just streaming into this base. Can he do it? This bio is going to be so stuck against a storm. Is there any energy from a storm? Where are those High Templars? Oh, they warped into an Archon. Lucky for Bomber, those units, we've seen it in a previous game. Bio going for the Nexus, but being caught in between Protoss buildings. Just prime location for a storm. We have Rain warping in, more Zealots. Can he hold off this? Can he save his third base? He really has to save this base. But we see this elevator play, and this is what makes this map so difficult for Protoss players. Just able to duck back and forward so easily. Rain able to force that away now. Significant forces on both the high and low ground. Unloads again on the low ground, but can he take this Nexus? It's so low. If he can snipe that Nexus, it'll really improve his chance in this game. Dark Templar able to force that third base to lift off. Significant damage in both the main and natural. He's able to drop that Third base, that's exactly what he needs in this game. It's giving him another chance, but Rain now has High Templar out. If he can get enough energy for a storm, he might be able to hold this bio off, and these reinforcements that are now streaming down across the map. We can see the choo-choo train of Terror and Doom moving out. These Dark Templar and Observer can see this coming, so what will Rain do? I feel like all he needs to do is hold the line. Immortals here raking in kills. Will one Immortal go down? That would have been a nice pickup. Bioforces stream down. He may have to hold this off with force fields. 3 High Templar. Scans, he can see those. He knows they're waiting here. 1 or 2 storms could be the death of him. How do we go? One Marauder probably trying to bait out a storm. Dying horribly to an Archon. Electricity, never a fun way to die. Big Oh, Bomber, another big force into the main base. Oh, first storm dodges that nicely. Can he pick off this? Can he pick off the palm? Oh, takes out the upgrade. Oh, nice pick up there. Able to stop that upgrade as it was being researched. Can he get behind the main base? He's got to be so careful. Well, the medevacs are low on energy, but 68, this medevac almost able to be taken out with a feedback. Got to be careful against these High Templars. Tries to duck in, but it's not going to be able to unload there. A few Marauders behind the main line. Able to kill a few probes. Back up into the main base. Kill these Warping Zealots. Can he get a few probes and workers as well? Another Photon Overcharge. If he could focus down these medevacs, he would really end this harassment once and for all. Oh, so close, that medevac. One hit away from losing those Marines and Marauders. Going to drop a pylon, probably looking to get some static defense behind his mineral lines, end this harassment once and for all. He's in the unenviable position of having this drop sitting behind his main while he has this tremendous bio force pushing out towards the front. Oh, one big storm there. Is he going to push through it? Bomber's trying to push through a storm. Horrible idea, Bomber. No. You'd see there's a graveyard of Marines and Marauders dying a horribly electrically charged storm of death. That was horrible English. I apologise. The psionic storm just ripping through him. It just can't afford with bio to push into that storm. If it's split or pulled back, this force might be sizably larger. The game has evened up to 6,700 a side, but it is 3 base to 2 base. It's unable to clean up this Dark Templar. He can't take his third base back, so Bomber has to break Rain. He has to break him here. Do we see Marauder slow? Yes, indeed, he does have Marauder slow. Able to kite back and forward, but just the concave is too good out of Protoss. His Zealot legs also helping them catch some of these kiting Marines and Marauder forces. Reinforcements still streaming in. If we look at the income tab though, it's fairly level. How are we looking for resource patches? Almost mined out in both the first and natural. It's a good thing he dropped those mules down here. Otherwise it's quite likely that he would be suffering now with his resources almost out. Oh, another big storm. Can the medevacs heal him up? He's gonna have to hold off a bit, heal up those units. He's buying valuable time for Rain. It is 138 to 113 supply. Never a good spot for Protoss to be in. This game's Rain's to win or lose at this point. Archon getting fatty amounts of kills with each shot of splash damage. We see the SCVs pull off the line. Archon up to 15 kills here. I think that's the combined total perhaps of the High Templars that drop those storms. So these two forces jockeying for position, but the gap is widening. 144 supply to 119. Units tab we can see is heavily favouring Bomber. Able to snipe that Archon, which is a good pickup, but the Zealots and the Dark Templars in here are going to be... The Dark Templars are going to be highly cost efficient for Rain. Able to sneak those in. Bomber really won't be able to afford scans at this point in the game. Almost no income. This is it. The last push of the Terran. Another storm. Time warps. Nice to catch those units. Set them up for the storm. Archon being warped in. Look at it being pushed forward by the rest of the force. It's very cheeky from Rain there. Normally they're stationary, but using his other units to shepherd it towards the front. Just very sneaky, excellent play out of Rain here. Heavy Marauder force pushing in, but just so outnumbered. 102 supply to 134. Can he pick up this Archon? This Archon really needs to get to the back of this force. Not able to snipe it. Oh, these Immortals just doing so much damage to the Marauders. He could almost just go toe to toe and push straight over this. Reinforcements streaming in now would probably make that a bad idea. Big storm there, catching a lot of the medevacs as well as the units there on the ground. More storms, more dodging. Oh, trying to kite back, but these Zealot Legs and Dark Templar just getting a lot of free kills. If we check out our Dark Templar, oh, where are they? We can see that they are up to 4 kills on one, 3 kills on the other, choosing to morph another Archon. I don't know that he needed to do that, to be honest. Dark Templar were probably being more annoying on the ground. No detection down here with this army, and no real energy for scan, dropping a lot of mules. Energy on one command centre, but unlikely to be able to afford to use that. Bomber forced to GG as he catches another Psionic Storm to the face. And Rain able to clean it up to take this series to 3-1. Bringing it to match point. One more game for Rain will see him through to the finals of WCS Korea Season 2. $20,000 on the line for first place, $12,000 for second. So the winner of this game guaranteed to leave WCS with at least $12,000, potentially $20,000, as well as a seat to the finals. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how the tournament setup works, the WCS competition is divided into 3 regions: North America, Europe and Korea, with the top 5 or 6 players progressing to the season finals. So the top 5 players of each region plus 1 extra player from the hosting region will progress and have their chance to compete for the season championship title. And I believe that's $40,000 for Season 2. So these players, high stakes, high pressure. Rain able to crush his way through to a 3-1 lead so far in this tournament. So will he be able to seal it out in game number 5, or will Bomber muster a comeback? We will see in game number 5. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right next to the video. Costs you nothing, but you will get free updates from us every time we upload videos. You'll get a report, so won't have to jump on and check. You'll get those updates for free in your inbox. So go ahead and subscribe guys, the best way to support us here at Aussie Starcraft. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you in game number 5.